I was at the Oakland A's opening day, and there it was, a pitch clock. 15, 14, 13. The clock resetting every time the pitcher got the ball, reminding him to keep things rolling. For those of you who don't pay close attention to our national pastime, you should know this is a big deal. There's no pitch clock in baseball. That is until this year. You see, baseball is synonymous with tradition and consistency. And then they decided to mix things up, to pick up the speed, to add urgency. They knew that the same old just wasn't cutting it. And you know, I've been thinking about that. What happens when you add urgency? What happens when you mix things up? What happens when we're true to ourselves about what is working and acknowledge that some things are broken? What our grantees are doing is working. FFRP is working. Life Learning Academy is working. The groups we fund have the most promising solutions for interrupting the cycle of poverty. You saw it tonight. Ben, Anthony, and Nora. These are tangible wins, examples of what is working. And yet, things aren't working. I'm not going to hit you with stats about the number of people in poverty or racial disparities or wealth inequality. You already know it. You see it every day with your own eyes. So what does it mean to add urgency to our work? Because let me tell you, it's not as if we've been just hanging out, sitting on our hands. And neither have our grantees, and neither have you. For those of you who know me, no one has ever described me as woo-woo or new age. Well, maybe except for my friend Nellie, who, when she first saw this beard, said I looked like a hipster. So the words and the idea that I'm proposing may sound a little off coming from me, but stick with me. I believe we need radical collaboration. There was a recent article in the New York Times about Tipping Point's housing project at 833 Bryant Street. Thank you, thank you. It's a project that we proudly shared at last year's benefit. And it continues to receive praise for cutting costs and time when building affordable housing in San Francisco. But as the article correctly states, we accomplished this by working around government, not with it. We removed barriers and red tape and pushed hard. With that project, as with most of our work, we often view ourselves as the outsider, as the disruptor of the status quo. Tipping Point has carved out a lane as the tester of ideas, the risk takers, with the expectation that government will scale what works. It's a solid theory, but it rarely plays out that way. Instead, we see people entrenched in deep silos, only willing to advance their unique idea. Groups pit a temporary place to live and get off the streets against permanent housing. They pit better pay for teachers against after-school learning. The truth is, we need both. We need it all. But finger pointing and blame games dominate the debate, while we lose focus and momentum, the opposite of urgency. If we truly want to tackle poverty with urgency, and I do, and I know you wouldn't be here if you didn't want to too, we need to shift what is at the center of our work. No single individual or organization or sector can be the focus. The villain of the story needs to be poverty, and the savior is radical collaboration. A collective hero. Now, make no mistake, we will continue to invest in solutions with the greatest promise. And we will always hold ourselves accountable for results. But what is also necessary is that we push harder, be bolder, and use our influence to catalyze ideas and mobilize people to match the urgency of the issues that we're facing.